Hi, friends. I want to share with you a story of a situation I went through last week that I think you might be able to relate to. God provided an opportunity, and it was definitely the hand of God that made this happen, for me to have reconciliation with an old friend who I had not been in contact with for many, many years. And I was terrified to have the conversation. Um, Literally, I felt sick to my stomach. I kind of wanted to reschedule it and not even go through with it, but I knew that this was the work of the Holy Spirit. And so I went ahead and pressed forward. The conversation went very well. And in the end, there was a tremendous amount of healing and forgiveness. And I literally felt like a weight was just absolutely lifted off of my shoulders. It brought me to Hebrews 12, verses 1 through 3, that says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising its shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God." I looked up the definition of the word weight here, and in the Blue Letter Bible it says, "Whatever is prominent, protuberance, bulk, mass, hence a burden, weight, or encumbrance." And I definitely was carrying the weight of that without even really realizing it. But also the definition of sin here. It says to miss the mark, to err, to be mistaken, to miss or wander from the path of uprightness or honor, to do or go wrong, to wander from the law of God, and then an offense, a violation of the divine law in thought or in act. And the reality was that I was carrying unforgiveness. That was part of the burden that I was carrying. And unforgiveness is really missing the mark. It's wandering from that path of righteousness and honor. And so, because I was open and willing to really move forward with the prompting of the Holy Spirit, I was able to lay aside that weight. I was able to lay down the sin of my unforgiveness and my bitterness and anger that I was holding on to, so that I could run the race that was set before me. And the reality is that we all have situations like this. There's weights that we carry, burdens that we have been carrying, sin that is clinging to us. It's holding on to us, and it's making us miss God's path, or veering us off of God's path, or to miss the mark of what God desires for us in our lives. And so today I want you to just sit with this and maybe pray about it. See if God reveals something to you, and maybe there's an opportunity for you to have resolution. It may not be interpersonally, but definitely between you and God and within your heart, so that you can release yourself from those burdens, so that you can lay aside that weight that is clinging to you, that's holding you down and holding you back, and maybe even keeping you stuck, so that you could be free to live a righteous, holy life that God desires for you. So spend some time with that, my friends. And until we see each other again, God bless you and keep you safe and healthy.